92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'm honestly stumped as to why the woman on the phone for a second date update today isn't getting a call back. I mean, usually when you follow somebody across state lines, no big deal.
What?
Yeah, they usually appreciate that when you just show up unannounced somewhere, right?
And now we're going to stalk the guy again by calling
Yes,
him
we
in
are.
a second date?
Her name is Abigail. Abigail, what's up?
Hi, guys.
Okay, he's already made you sound creepy right from the get-go.
I'm not creepy. I'm just a bit confused.
Okay.
Sometimes there's a thin line between creepy and confused. I've been a victim of that many times. You have a pretty interesting situation, Abigail. Why don't you tell everybody, first of all, the guy that you want to call, what's his name?
Brian.
Brian. And how did you meet Brian?
Well, I'm a little leery on going on online dates and meeting guys on dating websites because they're usually either nuts, ugly, or smelly, or just not.
God, it sounds like so many great options. I don't know why you're so upset about this.
But, I gave it a shot one more time, and I met Brian. And I got to tell you, we hit it off immediately. It went from 0 to 60 in virtually no time.
So you liked his aroma. He had a good aroma, a good scent.
I mean, from what I could smell over the phone, he was great.
Oh, you're saying it went from 0 to 60 before you guys even met in person.
Right. I mean, it was instant attraction via conversation. His profile picture looked great. And then I did a little more digging and found his Facebook profile, and I realized it's really what he looks like.
Uh-huh.
Hey, did you get his tax returns? 'Cause it sounds like you put in a lot of effort.
If I'd done a little more digging, maybe.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a lot of pressure to put on a date when you've been disappointed so many times. Were you worried about that?
I was, and that's why I did my due diligence, and we talked for hours. I mean, there was nothing I couldn't discuss with him. We text me at least 5 times a day.
Oh, I love that.
How long was this going on before you guys actually decided to meet in person?
Just about a month.
Whoa, that's a long time.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see him, but the thing was, he lived 2 states away.
Oh.
So the whole logistics of meeting each other was really difficult.
I see. I was going to say, what took so long?
Yeah,
But that makes sense.
That's it.
But I thought we had kicked it off so well. I wanted to do a grand gesture of romance. And one night when we were chit-chatting, he was telling me his best friend's birthday was that weekend and where they were going to be and what the plans were. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I flew down and surprised him?
Whoa, for
Yeah.
your first meeting?
I mean, we had chatted for so long. This was inevitable that one of us was going to fly in to meet the other.
But a surprise and just showing up is a whole different ballgame if you don't know him that well yet.
But I could see where it could pay off. It could be an amazing thing or it could be really bad.
So how was it when you saw him for the first time?
I just started drooling. He was so gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Well, maybe that's why he's not calling you back. You just showed up randomly out of the blue with drool all over you.
It's a good point.
And how did he react? Was he drooling as well? Was it just a big spit fest?
He was kind of taken aback. I basically came up behind him and tapped his shoulder, and he turned around, and he got white as a ghost. He was shocked.
Of course.
Okay, wait. Set the scene. Where were you guys when you tapped him on the shoulder? Were you at the birthday party?
Yeah, I showed up at the restaurant where the birthday party was.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a very bold move.
Well, because I didn't know where he lived, so this is the only way I could get in contact with him.
That
So
sounds
what did
sketchy.
he do? I mean, after he recovered from the initial shock, did he hug you? Did he kiss you?
I mean, the first thing he did was say, "What are you doing here?" And I told him I thought it'd be a really cool surprise to, shock you and be here, and thought it'd be really romantic.
Yeah.
And then for most of the night, I ended up speaking to his friends and not much to him.
Oh,
my
wow. So-
God. But you got to understand, I mean, I knew he had to speak to other people. It was his best friend's birthday, so I let it go. I figured, hey, that's what he has to do.
So wait, hold on. How is he introducing you to his friends?
Well, he really wasn't. I mean, the 1 or 2 times that I'd bump into him, somebody would come up to him and say, "Oh, and you are?" And he would say, "Oh, this is a friend of mine."
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ouch.
And I thought, well, it is really new. We haven't really told people about us. So I get it. He wanted to keep it on the down low. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm starting to worry about you. I mean, after the birthday party, what happened?
Well, when we got to the end of the night, people started leaving, and it was basically he and I and his best friend. And I started talking to him, and I said, well, I'm here now. And he said, how long are you here for? And I thought that was odd that he would ask me when I'm leaving when we just met.
Yeah.
But I said to him, I'm here till tomorrow evening. Maybe we can have lunch or brunch tomorrow, or maybe even right now. Let's go for another drink or a cup of coffee.
Hey.
And he said he was really busy. He had a lot of commitments the next day. But
Oh, my
I
gosh.
was like, okay, maybe you can spare an hour. I did fly all the way out here.
Uh-huh.
He said, you know what? We'll set up a date for when I can either fly out to you or you can fly
What?
out here again.
Were you
Oh, wow, so
crushed?
you-
I was crushed until he said, let's see if we can figure out a time to meet up again.
Oh,
So I
no.
thought there was some hope there
No.
that, maybe he really was busy the next day. I don't know.
He didn't
You
know
are-
you were coming. So.
You are so nice to this man.
Well, he's something special.
Aw,
How many
that's
times have you
nice.
tried to
Heart
get,
for you.
Oh no!
how many times have you tried to get a hold of him since that weekend?
It's been a week so far, and I only heard from him once, and that also through text. So it's not like it was before.
Oh, my gosh. And you're
Okay.
sure he's single, right?
From what I understand, I didn't see any rings on his finger, and I didn't see any other woman around.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and then get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, it's the kind of thing that movies are made about. Abigail is on the phone, and Abigail met the man of her dreams online. And they chatted back and forth every single day, every single night for weeks until Abigail decided to show up unannounced at a birthday party. She flew all the way there to surprise him, tapped him on the shoulder, and he turned around and she said, "Abigail's home."
That's not what happened.
Poor Abigail.
I think I've seen that movie before.
It's scary, but I don't think that's what happened.
That is sort of what happened. Abigail did surprise this dude that she'd been talking to online. They live in different states, and she actually showed up to a birthday party that he was at, unannounced, and was hoping that everything would go great. But when she got there and surprised him, he was kind of weird and sort of ignored her the rest of the night, and they haven't really talked since. Abigail?
Hi.
Yeah. Sounds just like what you said, Jubal. I mean, very
Exactly.
similar.
I'm really not a stalker, I promise.
Well, I have a whole different scenario in my head, Abigail.
Abigail, you're so sweet. It just makes me so angry because it sounds like you guys really connected and he really led you down this path, and he's just a jerk. I don't know how else to say it
Well, but she
appropriately.
did show up out of the blue, unannounced, like from states away. That could creep a guy out.
But he was giving her the wrong signals, man.
I really got the feeling that we had a connection, and he would have loved this romantic gesture.
All right, well, we'll find out. I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can talk to him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh, she's
Hold
so
on.
nice.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Brian, please?
Yeah, this is Brian. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the morning? Weird ways. I know. Sounds weird.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I figured you wouldn't. That's fine. Brook and Jubal in the morning is a morning radio show.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's the end of the call. Thank you for answering, Brian.
I'm calling you because one of our listeners actually asked us to reach out to you.
All right. You sure you got the right Brian?
I'm pretty sure I do. I'll check. Do you know a girl named Abigail?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we know a girl named Abigail as well, and she's really confused because she thought you guys had a great relationship for a few weeks until she decided to just fly into town and surprise you, and she said you seemed kind of cold to her, and now you haven't really talked to her since.
You can understand why that she's going to like any length possible to get some sort of answer. Like if you put that much energy into seeing someone and then they suddenly shut down, like that's got to be really confusing.
Let me get this straight then. She had you guys to reach out to contact me. That's what you're telling me?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
because you won't really give her an answer, and you're kind of being cold.
Ridiculous. This is crazy, man.
It's not really that crazy. I mean, she just wants an answer.
I just can't believe that she's doing all this just to get in touch with me.
Yeah, but you
Well,
guys went from
she-
like texting like 5 times a day for a whole month to nothing.
Yeah, and she liked you a lot, Brian. And talking to you right now, I can understand why. You seem like a sweet dude. I like you too.
Yeah, well, I normally am, but not when like radio shows call me. I have to like dig into my personal life.
We get that. We do.
Can you just tell us anything? At least we can talk to her and be like, oh, he just wasn't really feeling you when he saw you in person or something like that.
Well, don't tell her that, because I mean that's not true.
Really?
Yeah, no, yeah. I really do like her a lot. There's just stuff going on that I just don't want to get into.
Oh, you're in a relationship. I knew it. I told her that. I told her that she swore she thought you were single.
No, I know I'm definitely single. That's not it.
Oh, okay.
Really?
It's just I thought what we had going on was good. I mean, I kind of liked, I guess, the distance aspect of it, and then for her to just randomly show up at a friend's birthday party, I'm not really expecting that at all.
But why did you spend all night avoiding her? I mean, at some point, if you say that you really like her.
Yeah, well, I guess it just got too real for me, having her right there.
Too real, like, you like talking to her online and on the phone, but to realize you could actually touch a person was strange?
No, I mean, it's not necessarily that. It's just there's other stuff.
But I understand there's other stuff. But right now, all I understand is you like her a lot. It shocked you that she showed up, and then there's stuff. Like, how is that a message to give to her to help her understand why you're not talking to her anymore?
You know what? Whatever. I don't care anymore. I need a kidney transplant.
Whoa. What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's serious.
Whoa.
Yeah, way to take things down, Brian.
I mean, you guys asked for it.
Yeah, well, usually these things end up like, oh, I thought they smelled funny or they puked in my back seat.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is it just that you don't want to get involved in a relationship because you obviously have some serious health stuff that you need to concentrate on?
Pretty much. You know, I don't want to drag her into this. You know what I mean? I feel like this is kind of my battle right now. And by her showing up, I realized, you know, that she really does like me a lot. And I'm just not wanting her to be that close to being around all this, like, stuff going on.
Oh, I feel so horrible. I thought
Yeah,
these
that
awful
sucks.
things about you, and now,
Yeah, look at you, Brooke.
seriously, dude, I am sorry.
It's all good. It's not a big deal, I guess.
So did you not tell her about your situation when you guys were chatting online and on the phone and stuff?
No. You know, I didn't want to tell her this, you know what I mean? Like, I thought if we kept it from a distance, you know, we can keep it upbeat and not have to kind of, like, talk about all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I really just enjoyed her conversation, and sometimes, you know, when there's a lot of bad stuff going on in your life, to have somebody there to kind of just talk to you and, you know, just kind of laugh with and stuff like that, it kind of brings you up. So I didn't want to, like, kind of bring her down by,
Right.
you know, transplant.
Yeah, and you're able to escape your own stuff, too.
You know, Brian, you're kind of making this difficult on me because this would normally be the point where I'd try to deliver a witty line and then tell you that the person is on the other line listening to the conversation. But I don't have any witty lines, so I'm just going to connect you two so you can talk, okay?
Wait, is she on the other line now, or what do you mean by connect us?
Yeah, she's listening to this phone call and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God, man, are you kidding? Like, I just said that, didn't even want her to know.
Yeah, sorry.
Unfortunately, she does know now. Abigail, are you there?
Hi, Brian.
Hey, sorry, I didn't really want you to find out this way.
No, I'm
Sorry.
sorry. I don't even know what to say. I'm shocked.
You don't have to say anything. I mean, I know that I didn't tell you, so there's no way you could have known. It's just, I don't know. I didn't know how connected I was going to get with you, and then I guess I got worried about actually telling you. So.
But I want you to know something. I care about you more than you can imagine. I'm here if you want to talk. I'm here if you need me to make you laugh. I'm there for you.
I really appreciate that because, I mean, I don't know. I got scared once you got down there and, you know, actually seeing you, and it made it seem too real. And I guess I pushed you away a little bit and didn't want to, you know, get too close.
Listen, get close. If you need me to do anything or help you or just put a smile on your face whenever you need me.
Yeah, you're such a sweet person. I don't want you to get all caught up in this and then something go wrong. Right now, I'm on a waiting list. I'm not, you know, there's no guarantee of when I'm going to be able to get the transplant. And honestly, Abigail, I really care about you, and I really want to, you know, keep you in my life. And at the same time, because I care about you so much, I feel like I can't. I don't know. I'm just really torn right now.
I mean, I'm willing to take a blood test. Is there any way maybe I'm compatible in some way?
Whoa.
You know, I don't want you to do that, Abigail. I really.
Listen, this is about kindness. This is the reason why I was put in your life.
The chances are so slim that that's even possible. I don't
Brian,
want you to have to go through with that.
But Brian, there's always a chance. It may be slim, but it's still there.
Yeah, but it's just I can't think about you actually giving up your kidney for me. I can't think about you doing that. I don't want that to happen.
Well, I got 2,
Good point.
Good point.
Yep.
so I can give one up. It's like a spare tire.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say.
At least give me the chance or the opportunity to look into this. Consider it. You have to consider it.
Brian, how about this? How about we send Abigail out to you, and you guys can spend the weekend together. You can hang out. You can go on a few dates, and you can even discuss a possible kidney transplant. I've never had to say that in a second date update before, but I'm saying it. So,
I can't believe this is actually happening right now.
Oh my God.
would you be interested in that, Brian? Just checking things out?
I don't know about the whole kidney transplant, but the date would be awesome. I would love to go on a date.
Yes.
Okay,
Brian,
so that's a yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yay!
I'm happy to hear you say that, Brian.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I'm really excited that I'll actually be seeing you.
This has been a really weird second date update. Normally,
Yeah.
it's the dude who's begging to put his organ in a woman. And
Organ jokes. You had to, didn't you?
I couldn't help it, yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I got a text in at 78592 that says, I was not prepared for those feels this morning. Thanks a lot, guys.
Really?
Too much feels. You're talking about today's second date update. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And if you missed it, Brian and Abigail met Brian online and they talked for a long time, like a month. And then she decided to surprise him because he lived in a different state. She actually showed up to a party that he was at and he was kind of cold and weird. And then he didn't talk to her after. And she was confused. So we got him on the phone and found out the reason that he didn't call her back was because he is going through some health issues and needs a kidney transplant and didn't want to call her back because once she showed up, he's like, oh, I can't put her through all this.
Wow.
And a lot of people texting in at 78592 said they're in tears from the second date update today.
I
That
went
is
from-
so intense, man.
Yeah, I went from like 0 to 100 because I thought this guy's a player. Like,
Yeah,
he's
that's
got
what
a
it
girl on the side.
sounded
And then you
like.
hear the reason, you're like, oh, no.
Did you see the text message we got that says, my brother gave a girl a kidney and now they have 2 kids and have been married 12 years?
Oh, I
Yeah.
hope that happens
Just
to
even the
them.
text message makes me weepy.
Well, of course you'd stay with somebody like that because arguments would be so awesome. You're like, dude, take the trash out. I gave you a kidney. Take the trash out.
I do like
Somebody texted in at 78592 and says, can we get back to the yelling and the screaming and the second date updates? This is just way too heavy for me today.
everyone seems to have dubbed them the kidney couple.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of
Which-
cute.
It is, but it's also kind of sick.
Yeah.
You know?
And somebody texted in and said, are you really going to send her to meet up with him so they can talk about a kidney transplant? Because she said that she would even be willing to give him a kidney if she was a match.
Wow. That's love right there, yo.
Yeah,
And we
I
offered
mean-
to fly her out there so they could go on a date at least and hang out and talk about it. And are you really going to send her out there? No, we're not. It's all an act. We'll give them some
Gotcha.
gift cards to Applebee's and tell them to figure it out. Of course, we're going to send her there.
We like to lead people on with promises of possible kidneys and then rip
Yeah.
it away.
It's kind of our thing. We're a wacky morning radio show. It's what we do. So yeah, we'll send them out there. And everybody texting in at 78592 says you have to get an update from that couple. We need a second date update from them. And we will definitely try to do that.
Yeah, I
Um,
need
you know.
that. for
Well,
my
and I hope
soul.
they continue to like each other through it all too. Because, like, what if they are a match and he's like, "Ugh, I'm really just not into this."
Afterwards. Oh, no.
And then he's not calling her back to protect her feelings. He just like is calling her all the time to get the kidney. And then
Right.
after that, he's going to